Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Lately, I've been thinking about what it means to be a good neighbor or a good citizen. Where we live, we've lived in our neighborhood for almost 12 years, and we do know our neighbors a bit, certainly to wave and say hello. And we know their kids, and we're friendly, that's for sure. But I don't really know them. So it makes me feel, I wonder sometimes what it means to be a good neighbor or a good citizen, even in your community. You might not live in a traditional neighborhood, but being a good citizen, I feel like a lot of times we only think about things like that when it comes to like elections or civic sort of minded things. It's not really that. It's just also about how we interact and connect with the people that are around us all the time. And sometimes I feel like just being a good citizen is just wondering, like, how can I make my little corner of the world a better place? What I want to do really is just to notice a little bit more intentionally about what's going on around me. Now, maybe it's because I work from home, but I do know and I do notice a definite rhythm in our little slice of the world. I see the school bus, pick up and drop off, for example. We notice like the neighbors who walk their dogs in the evening, or there's a gentleman in one of our neighbors who I don't really know, but he walks by our house multiple times a day. And I would certainly notice if he stopped showing up. And so maybe being a good neighbor is just that, paying attention and noticing. I'm also reminded to just choose curiosity. Being a part of community, I think, means remembering we just don't know what everybody else's entire story is, and they don't know ours either. Sometimes it's just nice to be there. There's a chance to chat, ask a question, and listen to the answer. Just look for the human being behind the label or the outside exterior. Being a good neighbor doesn't require a big gesture. It just means caring about what happens beyond our own front door. Who couldn't use the simple kindness of being acknowledged? Hope grows when people decide that the well-being of others does matter. And a stronger community can begin with something as simple as noticing, and caring, and giving a little smile and a wave.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, Women's Voices Amplified.